Hello, class. To start out our math lesson today, let's sing our Hands on the Clock song. Now, before we start to sing, let me ask you a few questions. How many minutes are in an hour? 60. How many seconds in a minute? Again, 60. Very good. Now, when we go around on a clock, we start by going to the right and we count by what? Yes, we count by fives. Okay, here we go. The hands on the clock go round and round, round and round, round and round. The hands on the clock go round and round to tell us the time. All right, here we go. The hour hand on the clock goes from number to number, number to number, number to number. The hour hand on the clock goes from number to number to tell us the hour. Is that the long hand or the short hand? The short hand, because it only has 4 letters, H-O-U-R. The long hand on the clock goes around by fives, around by fives, around by fives. The long hand on the clock goes around by fives to tell us the minute. All right, let's start at 5 and go all the way around the clock, and we will end at 60. Here we go. Let's clap it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Very good. Let's take a look over here at counting by twos. Remember, if it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, it is even. If it ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9, it is odd. It does not matter how many digits we have because we only look in the ones column to tell us the answer. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Even numbers are really great. And then the other ones are odd. All right. I would like you to go ahead and take out your workbook page 263. If you need a minute to get to that, you can pause me. And as soon as you get it, you know what I'm going to tell you to start with. Write your name. Now, I finally have a workbook page that looks just like yours, so I won't be accidentally showing you the answers. Number 1, it says set the minute hand. So hour is our shorthand with our short word. You need the long hand with the long word minute. So we just practiced counting by fives. So you're going to start at the 1, count by fives. We'll do the first one together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Your big hand should be down here at the 6 to make it 4:30. Now you're going to do the other ones on your own when this video is over. Circle the digits in the hundreds place. Now, before we do that, I want you to stand up and we're going to do our place value cheer. Remember, we have 3 place values that we've practiced. We have the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. Are you ready? Ready to do it? Okay, here we go. I'll keep my camera with me. Tens to the left, hundreds to the left, ones to the right. Stand up, sit down, get it right. How'd you do? Did you keep up with me? All right, it's very important that you remember that it goes hundreds, tens, ones, going left to right, and I'll show you here on the board. Right here. Hundreds, tens, ones. Ones is all the way to the right, and when we add, we always start with the ones column. We are going to be learning something very, very big this week. Not today, but really, really big time stuff that you will use for the rest of your life. And you really need to remember that ones is all the way to the right. To practice with that, we're going to do number 2 together. Now, they want you to circle the digit in the hundreds. So I just finished reminding you that ones is all the way to the right, but they would like you to circle the hundreds. So let's say it together. It goes ones, tens, hundreds. So you will circle the hundreds column, and you'll do the same for the rest of those watering cans. Number 3, count backwards by ones. Count backwards by ones. And number 4, find Sunday. Well, there's no date under this Sunday because the date here belonged to the previous month. So whichever calendar they took this from, the first day of that calendar month was a Monday. So you're not going to be able to circle a Sunday until you get to this row here. Circle Sunday. Okay, I don't want you to finish this page right now. I would like to go over the back. Couple more questions before we get started. You're going to be using your ruler. How many inches in a foot? Did you say 12? Inch, foot. Inch, foot. Stop. Kaput. There are 12 inches in a foot. Good job. How many inches in a yardstick? How many inches in a yard? 36. Now, how many rulers, let me grab mine. How many rulers will fit in my yardstick? Now, when I say ruler, I mean this is a foot. So how many feet are in a yard? 3. You're pretty good at that one. Now, remember, on our rulers, there's 2 sides. There's an inches side and a centimeter side. There's 30 centimeters in an inch. So they're closer together. And that's how you're going to measure the top line. When you measure, you need to make sure that this line right here starts with your line right here. So you're going to line it up. See how I lined mine up? And then follow your eye to where it ends. So there's the answer for number 1, 13, because that's right where it ends, and that's where you write it. Now that's centimeters. Centimeters. But the next one wants inches, so you'll be turning your ruler around, and I'm not going to tell you the answer to that one. You're on your own. All right, number 2. I know you know which number is bigger just by the practice that we've done with greater than and less than. But remember our hungry alligators. So we're going to make alligators to show us which number is bigger and which one is smaller. You don't actually have to write the alligators. You're going to color in the bubble for the right alligator. And remember, the alligator eats the number that is bigger. So which number will he be eating? Yes, he'll be eating 41, which means this is the one that you would color in, and we would read 14 is less than 41. And you'll do the other 2. I'm going to read the story problem to you on number 3. Tanya and Tina each took their lunch to school every day last week. How many lunches did their mother make? Now, this is not the normal kind of story problem that we read. Let me read it to you again, and we'll see what numbers are important. Tanya and Tina each. Now, how many girls is that? 2. It doesn't say the number 2, but because they said Tanya and Tina each, that word is going to be our clue that we want the number 2. Did you catch my rhyme? Our clue for 2. Tanya and Tina each took their lunch to school every day last week. Last week. How many days are in a week? 7. There are 7 days in a week. Now, if they each took their lunches to school 7 days. So there are 2 girls, and girl number 1 took her lunch to school 7 times. So write 7 in your first blank. And then we're going to add girl number 2. She took her lunch to school 7 days. So write a 7 in the next blank. I actually better peek to make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, you know what? I was going to say, you haven't learned 7 plus 7 yet. I'm sorry, this is why we use a pencil. You don't go to school for 7 days. There are 7 days in a week, but you only go to school for 5 of them. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, I am explaining the right way to do it, but I gave you the wrong number. Sorry about that. So, did you erase everything? Okay. Tanya took her lunch to school every day, 5 days. That's your first number. Plus, Tina took her lunch to school every day, 5 days. That's your second number. How many lunches did their mom pack? 5 plus 5 is 10. That's your answer. The next story problem. Alex had 2 dimes. Now you can see that they put them there for you. 2 dimes. How much is that? So write that number right there. And 1 quarter. 1 quarter. Put that number there. How many cents did he have? Now, we're used to them saying, did he have all together? They didn't use the word all together, but that's okay. I think you can still hear in your mind that it's an addition sentence. You could just count the coins. Which coin would you start with? The quarter, because it's worth the most. But we're going to do it as an addition sentence. So 20 cents plus 25 cents. So you're going to add the, which column first? Yep, you're going to add the ones column first. So you're going to add, there it is. 0 plus 5 is 5. Then you're going to add the tens column. 2 plus 2 is 4. So 45. And we can match that. 25, 35, 45. Okay, the last part of our math lesson today is I need to give you some combinations for number 4. You will be having a math test tomorrow, so make sure that you finish up both of these pages, and then please log into Quizlet and practice some of your clocks and money and addition facts to be able to keep your mind fresh so you're ready for our test tomorrow. Here we go. Letter A. 3 plus 8 equals. 3 plus 8 equals. Just write down all the combinations and you can add them at the end. Letter B. 11 minus 7 equals. 11 minus 7 equals. Letter C. 10 minus 4 equals. 10 minus 4 equals. Letter D. 9 minus 3 equals. 9 minus 3 equals. Letter E. 5 plus 4 equals. 5 plus 4 equals. And letter F. 10 minus 3 equals. 10 minus 3 equals. All right, go ahead and do pages 263 and 264. Have your parent take a photo and send that back to me so I can take a look. Make sure that you are doing A-OK. How are you doing on your speed drills? Today was speed drill 2. Remember, just do your best. And as long as you are improving or getting them all right all the time, I guess that's an option too, you're doing okay. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Bye.